possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
We've changed our name, but we haven't changed the DNA of who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I pick Carson Wentz. I pick Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from?
I was in football just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team, like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
When property owners in Bismarck and Minot seek transformation, ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealership.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
Francisco's going to cut free. He's over the 30. Rush the puck. Here comes free. He fires. He scores. Same play. Conklin with the slam on the channel.
The calendar flipped to October, and the intensity level in the WDA has risen. It's one of the biggest nights of the year. North Dakota high school football, certainly inside of the West region for North Dakota 3A football. Tonight, the two unbeatens in the conference, Minot and Mandan, lock horns here at Dwayne Carlson Stadium. Good evening, football fans. Nick Holberg alongside of Mr. Bryce Gutnick for our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Valvoline Instant Oil Change locations in Minot and Bismarck. It's a 15-minute drive-through oil change. You can't beat it at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Find out more online, VIOC.com. 4-2, Mandan. 4-2, Minot. Both teams at 2-0 inside the conference. Why is it a giant night in the WDA tonight? Well, according to our math tonight, Bryce, you win and you're automatically into the postseason. That puts a little extra pressure on a game like tonight between two rivals that match up for the 52nd time all time here tonight.
Well, you start looking at the conference as a whole, Nick, and to think that between Century and Legacy and Minot, Bismarck High and Mandan, one of those teams could be left out. And it gets you to thinking, and right now that team was number one a few weeks ago, Bismarck High. And, they're in an important game tonight. They're in a must-win situation tonight down in the capital city.
Taking on Legacy tonight are the Bismarck Demons. That game's already on the air on the PSP Network with Scott Woodmansey and Chuck Claremont. Number 5 in all of North Dakota with a chance tonight to lose to Legacy. Talking about the Bismarck Demons now, with a chance to lose to Legacy tonight, and it pretty much eliminates those hopes of being in the postseason. Really goes to show how much parity we've had this year inside of West Region football, doesn't it?
Yeah, if you're looking for parity, it's in the AAA division. We've looked at AA and single A and 9-man and stuff. It looks like really AAA just seems so wide open, especially in our in the West region play with all this talent and all these teams capable of beating you on any given night.
Well, we talk about talent. We talk about some of the key players in our state of North Dakota. Tonight we get to see one of the best, if not the best. It's Hudson Sheldon, the quarterback for the Mandan Braves, coming into the ball game tonight. He's putting up some Xbox numbers. We're going to talk more about him in just a moment, as we'll also talk about Griffin Broderick in our player spotlight here tonight. But when you've got a kid like Hudson Sheldon that is such a next-level guy and such a brain on the football field, that athleticism that we see from him, scary piece to Mandan to me is really just backyard football from time to time when they need a big play, and they can also make you pay in that same regard.
Yeah, when you have an athlete, when you have an athlete playing that quarterback position, his ability to get outside the pocket and run, also has the big arm. That dual threat is such a weapon in this sport. I'm excited to see him. I haven't got to see him yet this year. We're looking forward to it.
If you go back to last year, the last time these two teams matched up, it was an epic one. The only difference between that night and tonight, I've got shorts on tonight. Last year I had a full snowsuit on because there was about 3 feet of snow that surrounded Dwayne Carlson Stadium turf here on the First Western Bank and Trust Field. It was the Magi that came from behind in that showdown a year ago to get into the semifinals of the state playoffs before they headed on to take on Cheyenne, where they had a victory in a come from behind fashion there as well, and then beating Shanley. Mandan's no slouch, and this is a Mandan team that in the last 6 years has been in the playoffs. They're a team that really wants to drive forward and get into the Fargo Dome and play for a Dakota Bowl. In your mind, a night like tonight, can that really tell the tape for them here this year and really propel them if that's something that they want to do? It's not a make or break for either team, but really at the same time, that confidence factor for me tonight for Mandan really is an X factor of the ballgame.
Yeah, playing here at Dwayne Carlson Stadium, anytime you can snag a big road win in the WDA, just huge for the confidence if the Mandan Braves can do that tonight.
Let's take a look at the numbers to the showdown coming into the matchup here tonight. Let's take a look at it by the numbers, presented by Ryan Family Dealerships, locations across western North Dakota. Minot and Williston, they've got 5 locations to be exact. Both teams identical records, 4-2 overall, 2-0 in the conference. Minot's ranked number 2 in the state. Mandan's receiving votes. They stand at the top of the ladder in the WDA. in the number 1 spot. Minot scored 164 points. Mandan scored 185. The difference there, Mandan's given up 122. Minot's only surrendered 74 points on the year. The big D for the Magi has really been the tail of the tape and the name to the game and the success for Chauncey Hendershot again here this year. But the X factors, and the X factor that is probably the biggest X factor of the year to try to derail that for Minot High School is Hudson Sheldon, the quarterback for Mandan tonight. He's my X factor at least. And then the deep corner coverage for Minot High, having those the deep cover, the corners, the safeties, the secondary play for the Magi really has to stand up big tonight in my mind on the X factor tail.
And the one thing that could really take a lot of pressure off of that secondary, guys like Kraft and Henderson, Prestwich, Burke, getting pressure with that front four, which Minot High has been able to do all year. Guys like Huber, Eichhorn, Badell, Brooks, they've been great all year. Going to be interesting to see the scheme defensively, maybe do a spy type thing with one of the linebackers, maybe Jolliffe is spying, being responsible for Sheldon as he's getting out of the pocket. It's going to be a fun night, Nick.
Should be a great ball game. A lot of hype around this one, and for good reason. It's Mandan and Minot High, both at 4-2, and tonight they come together at Dwayne Carlson Stadium for a WDA showdown that has basically stamped the winner straight into the playoffs with where the rest of the WDA stands coming into the showdown here tonight in this action on the 10th, make it the 11th of the 10th month of October. So it's a big one tonight. I hope you fans are ready for what should be one heck of a ball game from here at Dwayne Carlson Stadium. Plenty to talk about when we come back. The media poll, the standings, the players to watch for, our keys to the game. We'll salute our country with our national anthem. Then we'll get ready for football tonight. Mandan in white, Minot High in maroon. We'll let you know who won this opening toss. When we come back, you see it right here. Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show has more to come from here, the Magic City. It's WDA Football here on the PSP Network.
The owners in Bismarck and Minot seek transformation. ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealership.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
The lights are already on here in the Magic City. That's because the sun is just about to set on a beautiful night for North Dakota high school football. Tonight, it's the 4-2 Mandan Braves up north here in the Magic City, taking on the 4-2 Minot High Magicians. Welcome back into our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Valvoline Instant Oil Change locations in Minot and Bismarck. It's a 15-minute drive-through oil change. You can't beat it at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. I just sit right in my truck. I check my emails. Maybe I eat my lunch. And they work on your vehicle right there in just about 15 minutes or less. You can't beat it. Valvoline Instant Oil Change brings you tonight's pregame show. Nick Holberg alongside of Mr. Bryce Gutnick as the crowd continues to file into Dwayne Carlson Stadium tonight ahead of what should be a pretty good matchup between Mandan and Minot High. How big is tonight really, Bryce? Well, let's take a look at the standings. They're presented tonight by Shields. The standings inside of the WDA for AAA football and across the state for that matter look like this. You've got Minot and Mandan at the top of the ladder. Minot's ranked number 2 in the state. Mandan receiving votes. Both teams are 4-2. Guess who else is 4-2? Everybody else in the WDA except for the Williston Coyotes, they sit at 0-6. It's a big night in the conference because Century's at 1-1, Legacy's at 1-1, Bismarck's at 0-2, and Williston's at 0-2. So talking about that, yes, Bismarck High with a loss tonight. Mathematically, they're not quite completely eliminated. However, they're going to have some help from some other teams here the rest of the way through if they want a shot at keeping their playoff hopes alive. Davies is the only unbeaten team inside of North Dakota. They're 6-0. Cheyenne's 4-2, 2-5 for West Fargo. Shanley's at 2-5 as well. And Fargo North is at 1-6. You got to like when we have a matchup like tonight that's got so much riding on it. And a lot will change in the WDA after tonight's ball games.
Yeah, it got me thinking a few weeks ago when Minot was sitting at 1-2. A lot of question marks were surrounded them, and Chauncey's like, everyone calm down. Like, you know, it's early in the season. They rally off 3 straight wins. They're tied up at the conference, and a huge opportunity to secure first place by themselves tonight in the WDA.
Taking a look at the media poll. Where does the media deem that these teams are ranked inside of the state? Well, Davies is at number 1, and for good reason, being unbeaten. Minot at number 2, Cheyenne at 3, Century and Bismarck are both inside of the top 5. And again, just mind-blowing when you talk about the parity inside of the 3A world and in the WDA. Bismarck, we just talked about them having an opportunity to be mathematically nearly eliminated from a postseason hope, and they're the 5th best team of the state according to the media. There's your media poll. Legacy and Mandan also receiving votes. Mandan's been in and out of the media poll throughout the year. Minot has not moved from the top 5. They've been shuffling around on that ladder. However, they haven't moved on the year from outside the media poll. By the way, in AA, tonight we've got Dickinson at Minot North. Owen Patterson, Corey McKeimer have the call of that on the PSP Network. We're going to get underway just about the same time this one is here tonight. There's your media poll in our state, brought to you by our friends at ServPro. Manjai, come out to the field. The Braves are already here. It's just about time for our national anthem. And the starting lineups will take a quick step aside. When we come back, we'll turn it over to Eric Schaefer, the voice of the Magi, for the opening ceremonies tonight. It's the Braves and the Magicians from right here at Dwayne Carlson Stadium.
Stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here.
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Between the visiting Mandan Braves and your Minot High Magicians. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your headwear to honor our nation's colors during the national anthem. The flag is located at the north end zone. Tonight's national anthem will be performed by the Minot High School Band under the direction and leadership of Mr. Evan Miners.
God bless our servicemen and women. God bless our veterans. God bless America. Beautiful rendition of our nation's national anthem here this evening, courtesy of Mr. Evan Myers, the band director at Minot High School. Again, Nick Holmberg, Bryce Skutnik on the call here tonight. Bryce, let's hop into tonight's keys to the game. They're brought to you by our friends at Northern Plains Heating and Air. Northern choice to seal your heating and air game. The Northern Plains Heating and Air. Taking a look at those keys to the game here tonight, starting for Mandan. Seems to me when the Braves get into rhythm under the direction of Hudson Sheldon, one of the best quarterbacks we've seen in some time in North Dakota, they are a tough team to beat, and they are a double-headed monster. It starts with that rhythm, starts with some of those first downs for the Magi. It's almost the same thing. They've got the double threat, trying to get the ball on the ground, run game established first, and then get the ball out into some open space with the passing game. Those are tonight's keys to the game in my mind. Do you want to elaborate, argue?
Well,
fall in line with them? Where do you fall in line with these keys to the game tonight, my friend?
We look at Minot's defense. We break it down by quarter. No one has scored any touchdowns on the Magi defense in the first quarter. Gotta believe Mandan's going to try and get Hudson Shelton going on his feet early. Try and mix in that pass game. I think that I expect them to throw the football quite a bit tonight. Going to be interesting to see if we see any rain, Nick. We kind of had some rain in the forecast. That could change things. But on the Minot High side, you've seen Kellen Burke get more comfortable by the week. I really feel like he hasn't. We've talked about it all year. He hasn't played a lot of quarterback. And, you know, in his senior year here, he's doing a great job managing the game, getting more comfortable. Look for them to get the ball out to Kraft on the perimeter. And, like we've seen every week, a heavy dose of Mr. Broderick.
Griffin Broderick, somebody special. How special is he? Well, he's off to play at North Dakota, playing for the Fighting Hawks coming up after his high school career. 139 carries for Broderick on the year for 795 yards. He's got 8 touchdowns to his name. He has been a workhorse for the Magi, running in the backfield. If you're Mandan, how do you prepare a game plan to shut down a player of that caliber?
You're probably looking to load the box in this game, try and bring up about 8 defenders in that box, try and do anything you can to slow them down, try and make Minot High throw that football as much as possible. And It's a lot easier said than done, don't Nick? So.
Well, when you game plan for a kid like Griffin Broderick, you know you're up against some challenges. When you game plan against a kid like Hudson Sheldon, you're up against some other challenges. Taking a look at the young man for Mandan, 72 for 121. That's completions to attempts, 1,228 yards with 14 touchdowns. That's only through the air, my friends. He's gone for 9 more on the ground. Hudson Sheldon is a different caliber player. This is our 21, excuse me. Yeah, he's got 21 total on the season. Hudson Sheldon, he's just a different type of kid. How do you try to shut him down tonight if you're the Magi D?
I think the best answer is you're not going to. You're going to have to try and contain him either, in the run game, in the passing game as much as you can. He has made a few mistakes. There's 5 interceptions on the year. Mandan's going to live with that. They're going to live with him trying to make a play and create. That's what he does. And it's going to be fun watching Minot High and adjustments made by that defense throughout the game.
Well, you talked about the weather conditions. You see them on your screen here in the Magic City tonight. 58 degrees currently in Minot. South-southeast wind at 4 miles per hour. Chance of rain around 8:30. Tonight's 38%. You get some moisture on the turf tonight. That could change some things around for everybody involved in the ballgame. What do you say? Time for high school football tonight. Mandan's in white. Minot High is in their maroons. We're just about set for a big-time matchup between 4-2 Mandan, 4-2 Minot. Again, the winner automatically has a spot in the postseason with where the standings align coming into the showdown here this evening. Big thanks again to Valvoline Instant Oil Change. They brought you the pregame show here tonight, and we'll put a cap on it right now as it's time to get tonight's game underway from Dwayne Carlson Stadium. 52nd matchup ever between Minot High and Mandan, and we are officially after it now here in the Magic City. Nice run back all the way up to the 35-yard line. Guess who for the Magicians? It is number 8 for the Magi. And Blake Anderson continues to impress with his specialty teams activity and his abilities with running the football.
Yeah, kind of one of those awkward kicks, really well placed by the Mandan kicker there. You're kind of waiting for it to bounce on you, and it kind of just bounces and stays. Good job by gathering the football, setting up Minot in some good field position.
By the way, the Magi own the all-time record in this series. They've dominated Mandan over the 51 prior games. They have a 40-11 mark all-time against Mandan. Here's Griffin Broderick up over the 40, 45, 50. Uh-oh, here goes Griffin Broderick into enemy territory up over the 29-yard line, and Griffin Broderick moves the chains a big time for the Magi.
Great start for the Magi, and that going to give some love to Noah Bledsoe, setting the edge, allowing Broderick to get on the perimeter. Great start for Minot High.
Magi are going to work from inside the 29-yard line, Mandan side of the field. First drive of the ball game. If you're just joining us here tonight from the Magic City, again, Nick Holberg, Bryce Gutnick on the call. Griffin Broderick setting up in the backfield here for Minot High School. Bledsoe went into motion for just a moment. Minot's got wide receivers on each side from the left hash. Keeper for the quarterback, Burke. He's got a seam. Burke's inside the red zone. And Kellen Burke dances his way forward, but for a swarm of Mandan Braves are on top of him. Minot rushing the ball nicely early on here in the ballgame.
How about that? They get Burke on the outside, throw Broderick, a former fullback, out on the edge, get Bledsoe out on the edge. They're setting the edge really well. Couple really good runs to start here for Minot High.
Magi in the Serve Pro Red Zone, 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, and advanced technology at Serve Pro. And Griffin Broderick picks up yardage on the play, dancing his way and tumbling down just around the 11-yard line. And Minot High's got a second down coming here.
We've seen this kind of more each as the weeks have gone along in the season here. This up-tempo by Minot High has been very effective for them.
Up-tempo it is again as they hand it off. Though they don't, they keep it here with Kellen Burke. And Burke's going to dance his way out of bounds. It's going to be close to the first down marker. Didn't get enough here yet. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 2 for Minot High School.
Early in the game, very manageable 3rd down, not getting in these long to-go situations for Minot High. You could pick up a first down inside the 10-yard line here with a couple yards on this one.
Well, you see Kellen Burke, the senior quarterback for the Magi, get up on the ball for the Magicians. Under center, he works this time with Broderick in the backfield. Handoff, Broderick. North Dakota commits, got a first down, then some. Is he near the goal line? He is. Not quite in, but the Magicians have a first down and goal coming here.
What else? Can't ask for much more on this start. Minot High, the ability to run the football here showing on the first drive.
Into the end zone, Minot High School, touchdown. Well, the opening drive of the ball game for the Magi has them with 6 points on the board. Plenty to cheer about here on this play as Burke runs it into the end zone. And 6 are on the board for Minot High School. Kellen Burke adds another one to his resume and on the season for the senior quarterback. That's touchdown number 9. Oh, we do apologize. Here we go. Burke on the point after attempt. It's up through the uprights. No, it's not. Missed, just left. 6-0. Minot High still has the lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Kellen Burke got the Magi into the end zone for 6 on the first possession of the ball game. And Minot High's got the lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Well, you talked about it in the pregame here tonight. Steady dose of Griffin Broderick. And a lot of times that leads to some pretty good things right there for Minot High. It led to 6. Kick is in the air. It's going to come all the way back down deep inside Mandan territory. Up the near sideline, 20, 25, 30. There's a flag on the play. After a good run back coming here for the Mandan Braves and carrying the football all the way up to just about the 35-yard line was number 5, Jensen Schultz.
I think we might have the Braves for a hold on this. It looks like they're going to march him back.
Flag on the play is going to put the Braves back in their own territory. Tonight's ball game on the PSP Network, by the way, is brought to you by our friends at Minot State University. Minot State, be seen, be heard, be you. More than 96% of recent college grads are either employed or continuing their education at Minot State University. Handoff's going to go to the outside, and it's going to be taken back to nearly the line of scrimmage before wrangled up on the play was number 16, Thomas Catalano. Brings up a second down and 10 for Mandan.
A little confusion on the direction on that one. Sheldon opened up the other way there. Kind of slowed that play down a little bit.
I'm really hoping for no rain tonight, by the way.
We've been spoiled with the weather, Nick. I will say that. We've had beautiful weather for every single Friday night you and I have been together.
Nothing like it. High school football time in North Dakota. And we're coming down the stretch now as we get deep into tournament territory or playoff territory. There's a nice play and a quick hitter into open land there for number 43. And on the reception, picking it up was Doug Sheldon. Sheldon to Sheldon. Short gain on the play brings up a third down and 8.
Little cousin love there. Hudson Sheldon showing his cousin Doug some love there.
Well, you got to like that when you have a quarterback that can huck it around the field the way that Hudson Sheldon has. Over 1,200 yards on the season through the air. They spread it out again. 2 on the left, 1 on the right. Sheldon back to pass, has pressure. Now he runs out of the pocket, scampers all the way up to nearly the 40-yard line. And that's the thing about this young man that everybody talks so highly about in number 10. And 10 White is just his ability in those situations to avoid that pressure and pick up yards where there was really no yards to be gained.
And I can see early in this game, it does look like they have a spy on Sheldon. It looked like Jolliffe is accounting for him, and they'll call it a quarterback spy, Nick. He's just following Sheldon, looking for him to run. He's not in coverage or anything of that nature. He read that play. That's just Sheldon being Sheldon, making something happen out of nothing.
Yeah, you got to like to have those duties on your shoulders too, don't you? One of the quickest guys in the WDA. This time they hand the football off to the outside. It's Gertke that's going to pick up a short gain on the play up to the 40, picks up 2, and it brings up a 2nd down and 8.
One of the best names I've heard this year, Mr. Holberg, Nupa Kirky. I'm going to put that in the name Hall of Fame for this year.
Yeah, that makes the Todd Dombrys and Chuck Claremont, Scott Woodmansey all-name team. There's no doubt about that. Short gain on the play has Mandan up at their own 40-yard line. Tonight's game brought to you, by the way, tonight by our friends at the UPS Store. UPS Store located on South Broadway in the Magic City. It's the UPS Store for all your packing and shipping needs. Open 6 days a week in the Marketplace Foods Plaza. Sheldon back to pass, fires across the middle, complete. It's into the hands, and running forward is Jensen Scholes, cuts free. He's down past the 10-5, touchdown Mandan.
Minot High, the ability to run the football on that first drive. Hudson Shelton comes onto the field, says, how about my turn? He answers with a 60-yard touchdown to tie this game up at 6.
Wow, what a play. The shake and bank after the pass was completed. And Jensen Scholes has his 5th touchdown of the year. And Mandan's got a chance to go up by a point after Sheldon connects with Scholes. We talked about it in our pregame tonight, Bryce, that coverage in the secondary for Minot High was the X factor of the ball game, and their key here tonight, trying to shut down big plays just like that. But it's Mandan that strikes for blood, and the first lead on their side of the night just by a point after Minot High scored on their opening drive. Guess what? Mandan does the same thing. They get the point after, however. They lead 7-6 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
7-6 Mandan on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Are we going to be in for an old-fashioned gunfight tonight, Bryce, do you think, after the first 2 drives of the game resulted in 13 total points on the board?
Yeah, 3 minutes. 3 minutes later, Mandan answers with that bomb to Schultz, and what's some great wide receiver blocking there. Hudson Shelton feeling the pressure in the pocket, stepping up, delivers a dart. The Braves take the lead here. We still got 7 minutes here in the first quarter, Nick.
When you talk about kids that play that quarterback position and the intangibles that set them apart, there's a few things that really stand out, however, and that tight spiral and the bullets that this kid throws is something special, isn't it?
Yeah, that there wasn't a lot of room on that throw there to Schultz, but right on the money from Sheldon.
One of the backfield for the Magi starting here with a first down and 10 from their own 21-yard line. Broderick's got it again. Stutter step move to the right. He's going to cross the 25-yard line. And Broderick's got another gain on the play as the UND commit barrels his way forward.
A great way to counter, try and keep Hudson Sheldon off the field. You see it. Minot High's going to run the football, and they're doing it very effectively to start this one.
Burke on the keeper. He's got a first down before he's wrangled up on the play, and Kellen Burke Moves the chains for Minot High School.
Kind of continuing with this hurry-up look. We mentioned it. It's something that seems like they've been doing it more week by week, Nick, and something they're getting more and more comfortable with.
Well, Chauncey Hendershot on your screen. No stranger to some big games now in his tenure at Minot High School. Hendershot in year number 5 with a 29-19 record all time for Minot High School. How about this run? All the way up over the 45, down to the 50-yard line. Excellent effort there. And the Magi are going to move the chains again. That time it was Aaron Prestwich on his horse.
That jet sweep look, getting Prestwich involved early. Might not do a lot of things off that. They'll run that motion over, run some play action off it. This time, straight handoff to Prestwich. Big gain.
Big time hit as well from that position. I believe it was Ulmer that had the hit. Here comes Broderick, and Broderick's going to carry the ball up over the 41-yard line.
Tackled by Holta. Brings up 2nd down and 1.
2nd and 1 for the Magi. On the run again, Broderick. Uh-oh, football's on the ground. Was he down on the play? That's the question. It's ruled down. But it will have the football.
Yeah, the ground can't cause a fumble, and that's what happened on that one. Mandan's got to come up with some type of adjustment, try and get stop this running game, this attack from Minot High to start. I mean, they're north of 6 to 7 yards a carry to start this game, Nick.
We'll look at those offensive numbers in just a moment coming into the showdown here today, but no secret coming in that Minot High is a run-first football team. Mandan kind of the opposite. How about this move? Up over the 30, down to the 25, get him to the 20. It's Anderson finally wrangled up and taken out of bounds on the far sideline. But Blake Anderson continuing to tear for the Magi with his 21st rush of the year.
You see Minot, they found something they like. They've been getting the ball out on the perimeter here in the first quarter. You see Prestwich, you see Anderson, you see Burke keeping it, you see Broderick doing it. The ability to run the football, Minot showing it greatly here in the first quarter.
First down and 10, Broderick trying to hit the edge. Gets up near the 12. It's going to be a gain on the play of just about 2. 2nd down and 8 now coming for Minot High School.
Tackled by Ritz and Middleberger.
4:17 ticking down here in the first quarter. BNC National Bank scoreboard has Mandan up 7-6. Both teams scored on their opening drives of the ball game here tonight at Dwayne Carlson Stadium. On just a beautiful night for North Dakota high school football. Kraft goes into motion. Keeper, Burke, pitches it off ahead. It's complete. Fillion up inside the 6-yard line.
First pass complete to Noah Bledsoe.
That was Bledsoe, excuse me, that was on the reception.
I love that play call. Gidberg outside the pocket. He's thrown the ball so well outside the pocket all season.
While the quarterback keeper, is it enough for a first down for the Magi? It was 3rd and short.
I think he appears to have enough here, Nick. Going to be 1st and goal for Minot High.
And that's another Magi.
First down and goal is right for the Magi. Ball at the 4.5-yard line. By the way, I got to attend UND NDSU last Saturday. Just a note to self, if you're a UND fan, it's all right to represent. Just know you're going to have a lot of people talking to you when you're in the Fargo Dome. Broderick all the way down near the 1. There is a flag on the play.
You're in enemy territory there, Nick. You said it well on your post there. You were wearing the...
We were outnumbered. There's no doubt about that.
I think we're going to get Minot High on a hold here. Yep.
Good eye, Bryce. Holding on the Magi. Takes him back 5. Tonight's ball game on the PSP Network is brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Northern choice to seal your heating and air game, the Northern Plains Heating and Air. 25 years of experience, the factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal. Find them online, northern-plains.com. Tonight's ball game also brought to you by our friends at Prestwich Orthodontics. 0% financing and free consultations either online or in the office at Prestwich Orthodontics. Find out more at minotbraces.com. Well, the Magi work with a first down and goal. 5 yards, march to back. Broderick's going to try to pick those back up as he near the 10. I misspoke to you. It was a 10-yard penalty, not a 5-yard penalty. Second and goal from the 10.
Interesting call here. I got to believe Minot's going to elect to run the football here, try and see if they can set him up in something third and manageable. If you don't pick it up on third down, obviously gives you an option to go for it on fourth down as well.
Broderick in the backfield. Big number 34 lined up behind Kellen Burke. Wide receivers on the left and right. Burke cuts down into the end zone. Touchdown, Mandan High School. Kellen Burke.
How about Burke calling his old number on that one, getting behind Broderick. One cut. They have really ran the ball extremely well in this first quarter, especially on the perimeter. That's 6 for the Magi.
Mandan High takes the lead back. It's been a teeter-totter affair early on in the ball game. 12-7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Broderick remains out on the field. Will Minot High elect to go for 2 here, Bryce?
Yeah, you got to believe. Try and make it a touchdown game here. The analytics, Nick, would tell you to go for 2. If you're a believer in those.
Well, the numbers usually don't lie, as the old saying goes. Minot High will go for 2 here, but there is a flag on the play.
Oh, they got movement on the offensive line, so that's going to push them back 5. May elect to kick now.
March back 5, and now the Magi will go for the point after. 2:05 left, first quarter. Burke scored the touchdown. He looks to see if he can add the extra point. Kick is up. Missed right that time. Well, you don't see that very often from one of the best boots inside of the state of North Dakota, Kellen Burke, but he's missed 2 of them here in the ball game. Minot High still has the lead, courtesy of his feet. In another way, dancing into the end zone. 12-7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
We haven't changed the DNA of who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
Kellen Burke's got 6. Griffin Broderick's got 6. Sheldon DeSholes for 6. 12-7. Minot High's got the lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Magi to kick off after the most recent touchdown score. Burke takes it down into Mandan territory. This ball's going to be bobbled all the way down to the 5-yard line. And Mandan's going to start deep inside their own territory with a 1st and 10. Here with 2:01 to play in our first quarter of football.
Really good squib kick there by Minot High. I do like what the Mandan returner did. It did hit him, so you got to, whatever you can do to try and retain, keep possession of the football. Even if that means falling on it, you're inside the 10-yard line. Don't turn it over and give it right back to Minot. Give the ball back to Hudson Sheldon. See what happens.
Well, insult to injury for Mandan. There was a holding on the play. That's going to take him all the way down inside the 3-yard line. First down and 10 for Mandan. Team that's gone for 185 total points on the year. That's 30 per average per game for the Mandan Braves. Scored on their opening drive of the ball game here tonight. Minot High on the other side. They've only given up 74 points total on the year. Sheldon from his own end zone trying to get some real estate here. He's going to dive ahead forward on the play.
Just a quick little quarterback design run there. Eichhorn was all over it, but give you a little more room. You're not operating full from your end zone there. Don't want a holding penalty back there in the end zone. That'll result in a safety.
Planet Pizza live look in. Planet Pizza, the area's ultimate party location. School parties, team parties, birthday parties, and so much more. It's Planet Pizza. Try them for their lunch buffet today at Planet Pizza, 1414. Legacy of Bismarck High. Sheldon in his own end zone. Tosses it deep out to the 30-yard line. There's a flag on the play. And some free yards coming here for Mandan.
You said it in the pregame, Nick. Little playground ball there. Hudson Shelton drops back, throws one up just off 1 foot, trying to get him out of deep in their zone there. Results in a penalty, a big pass interference call.
15 yards on the play. Prestwich rung up for the penalty for Minot High. And Mandan's going to bring the ball out into some breathable room now after being hemmed in their own end zone or near their own end zone, nearly at the goal line for the last 2 snaps.
It'll be interesting to see the adjustments made throughout the game by the Minot defense. They just gave up their first touchdown, Nick, in the first quarter all season long.
Wide receivers on each side here for Mandan, but they hand the football off. Dancing and not getting far on that play. The carry for the Braves was number 3. Lee Aderin that had the carry of the football. Do apologize. Brings up a second down. There was a loss of a yard on the play. Second down and 9. Brings up a second down. A second down and 11 here for Mandan. Sheldon from the gun again. Rolls out to the left. Football's on the ground. Minot High School is on top of it. Will they get possession here? Waiting for the official call from the gentleman in the stripes.
I believe Minot's got the foot. Yep, they do. They signaled. That's Minot High ball.
Well, Sheldon scampering out to his left. Ball came free. Magi jump on top of it. Minot High sets up with a first down and 10 from inside the Serve Pro red zone, trying to add on to a 12-7 lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
That's the defensive line of Minot High getting that penetration right off the jump there. Mandan trying to show that option look. Hudson pitches it right away, but nobody home. Huge turnover back to Minot High.
Well, 6 more here for Minot High at the tail end of the first quarter. Could be quite a dagger in this first quarter of play. However, it's a marathon, not a sprint in these matchups between the top 2 teams, according to the numbers in the WDA. Big hit on the near side as Kellen Burke goes for a ride, courtesy of the big man from Mandan flying in and making the stop on his horse. There was Leighton Giggy.
Giggy, great pursuit there. If you're Minot, if you're Coach Hendershot there, you probably just would like to see Burke throw that ball away. They elected to go with a play action there. There's nothing there. Well covered down the field. Hey, throw that football away. You took your shot. Live to play another down.
Well, the next down upon him now as the Magi work with a 2nd down and 13. Pitch, Broderick. Stutter steps to the right, then the left, still on his feet. Broderick deep inside, serve pro red zone territory, and Broderick marches it down inside the 5 for the Magi.
Mandan finally gets the Magi a negative play there, setting them up in 2nd and long, and Broderick looks like he's dragging the whole Mandan team there, maybe some of his own teammates on that 12-yard scamper by him.
Well, we've reached the end of the first quarter. Minot High's got the 12-7 lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Second quarter comes up next here on the PSP Network.
If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Here we go, where they get it into Doppler up the near side. 3, 2 seconds, 1 second. Doppler rises, right wing, 3, bingo! Oh! Anthony Doppler wins it at the buzzer! Oh! Are you kidding me? He turns, he fires, and he buries it!
Well, if you haven't already done so, make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. Our mission is to promote local athletes across our great state of North Dakota. PSP Network, it's game day. Dual receivers on the left, one in the backfield. The Magi just run it right up Broadway looking for the first down. They needed short yardage. They got it, and it will be a first down and goal for Minot High inside the Serve Pro red zone.
About the 3rd time in this game, really early in this game, they've gotten that first down inside the 5-yard line, giving you plenty of opportunities to punch one home.
Wide receiver on each side again. Bledsoe, the fullback. In the backfield, you've got Broderick. Whistles blow on the field. Timeout, Minot High School. Well, we'll take one as well. Magi have a lead, 12-7. They look for 6 more, however, as we start our second quarter of football. Well, it's officially on now. We knew that the rain was in the forecast around 8:30. Showed up about an hour early, and it's starting to be slightly more than a drizzle on the Dwayne Carlson Stadium field. Broderick down to the goal line. Waiting for the call. Did Broderick get in? He's going to be just shy of getting in for 6 more for Minot High School.
Yep, they had him down just short. It's about by maybe half a football here.
Well, the Magi will try again. Handoff, Broderick, this time on his feet. Touchdown, Minot High School. Griffin Broderick adds another one to his resume, and Broderick picks up number 9 on the year for Minot High, and it's a 2-possession game now for the Magi.
Mandan just hasn't had the answer in this game for the Minot High rushing attack. It's been Broderick. It's been Burke. Heavy doses of both to start this one. 18-7, Minot High.
Hold is there. Kick is up. That time it's good. Kellen Burke gets the point after. Minot High's got a 19-7 lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Rain's falling in the Magic City. So are the points on the board for Griffin Broderick, the North Dakota commit.
Hi, Carson.
What's up, guys?
What you doing?
Just helping out with the local food drive, looking for some more donations. What are you guys up to?
We're helping too. Look what we collected.
Well done. That's the spirit.
That's because we're building character.
You guys are characters, all right.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Giving back to the community is one of the guiding principles at First Western Bank.
First Western. You can bank on us.
Tonight's game on the PSP Network proudly brought to you by our good friend Mason Kramer. Mason Kramer Photography. Game action shots, senior portraits, you name it, Mason Kramer will do it and do it real well. Mason Kramer can be found online, MasonKramerPhotography.com. He's here tonight taking the action shots of tonight's WDA matchup between the top two teams in the WDA currently. In the standings, the teams that both sit at 2-0 inside the conference. Burke with the boot down and kicks this one deep through the end zone. And Mandan will start with a first down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Also want to recognize our good friend Tyler Hagan at Tyler Hagan Photography. See him coming up at playoff time. Big thanks to both those gentlemen, Tyler Hagan and Mason Kramer. They make it look so easy, I'm telling you.
Yeah, they're both just fantastic at what they do. It's pretty cool when you get to see a lot of the work they do.
Not quite like Uncle Larry's iPhone, I'll tell you that much. Handoff over towards the right side. Big stop there for the Magi. And the play was made defensively for the Magicians, having a hard time with the number for you folks. It's Kraft that came up with the stop.
Setting Mandan up a second and long. The running game hasn't really got going for the Braves here. Sheldon's picked up a few yards on his feet and stuff, but we talked about it. They're going to have to attack Minot High through the air tonight.
Sheldon from the gun. Second down and 12. Sheldon's back to pass. Oh, he's sacked on the play. Landon Bedell came flying in and tattooed Hudson Sheldon for a big loss.
You kind of see Mandan trying to set up like this wheel route. It takes a while to develop. Safety was there too, and Bedell, even before Sheldon get it off, a huge sack setting him up in 3rd and a mile here for Mandan.
Well, if you remember Mandan's last drive, it was a fumble that resulted in 6 for the Magi. Big defensive stop and a sack from Bledsoe as a 3rd and 22 facing the Braves. Sheldon takes a deep shot all the way out to midfield. Henderson on the coverage, incomplete.
We do have a penalty. I'm not really sure what they got. It might be I think it might be Minot might have been offside possibly.
There's a side on the play.
Here comes the call.
I stand corrected, my friend.
Legal shift on the offense. Minot declined the penalty, brings up a 4th down and a country mile here for the Mandan Braves. They're going to be forced to punt this away from back in their own territory and deep in their own territory. Ulmer's going to come on to boot it away here for the Mandan Braves.
Only the punt for the Braves.
Great punt for Ulmer all the way back to Minot High's 35. Takes a Mandan bounce now and just sits stale inside the 34-yard line. And the Magicians come back out on offense. Mandan dodging a bullet in a sense here, but they give Minot High the ball back.
I like that decision by Burke here. A big booming kick there by Mandan. If there's any doubt at all, you'll basically just say a fire drill and let it go and tell everyone to get away from it. But if there's any doubt of you catching it, just let it go and march the offense out there. And they've been so effective here to start this game. Their ability to run the football on the edges. Mandan's just had no answer.
Well, you saw those offensive numbers coming into the ball game. Both teams over 300 yards a game of offensive production. Minot High has been more apt to be on the ground, Mandan more so liking the air game. Let's look at those numbers once again here, Bryce. 215 yards through the air for Mandan. Only 97 for Minot High on the season. Rushing, the Magi have gone on the ground 227 times. Mandan has only been there 136. Total 338, 324. Those are average numbers per game. That teeter-totter tail a little bit plays a little bit of a factor on nights like tonight with that passing game when Mother Nature is starting to rain down just a bit. However, hasn't been a factor yet in the ball game. The bigger factor has been Minot secondary.
Yeah, and it's going to be tough sledding here for Mandan to run the football. We've seen it early in this game. They're going to have to take their one-on-one shots on the outside and see if Sheldon can hit a few to their wideouts.
They're going to have to wait for a moment here. Minot High's on offense. They fired here to the near side. Prestwich complete. Prestwich is up to the 44-yard line. And a big game for the Magi brings up a second down. And a short one coming here for the Magicians.
Haven't had to throw the football very much here in the first half, but once again, Burke on the run, outside the pocket. Great comeback route by Prestwich. He throws a dime to him, setting him up in second and short.
Ball's pitched off to Broderick. Broderick's forward, first down, flag on the play.
Might have got Bledsoe for a hold out there on the perimeter. Bledsoe's been very good in this game. He's really set the edge for Broderick and Burke running the football here, but he's the guilty party on this one.
10-yard penalty on the Magi. It was Ritz, number 4, that had the stop for Mandan. Second down and 11 for Minot High School. Trips on the right here of Kellen Burke. They hand off. Nice run forward on the play for the Magi was Blake Anderson.
Mandan very fortunate there. It looked, getting Anderson tripped up there, it looked like he had something out there on the perimeter again. It was a potential big play for Minot High.
If you're Chauncey Hendershot right now, are you satisfied with this first half of football?
Yeah, I'm going to say this, Nick. There's few better feelings as a coach in this lovely game of football, just knowing that you can run the football kind of at will, and that's what Minot High has really been able to do in this first half.
Well, you talked about the importance of that, especially against a quarterback like Hudson Sheldon. Here's a little screenplay. Got it off again. Anderson cuts free. Oh, look at him turn the Jets on. Blake Anderson trying to get to the house. 5. Pylon touchdown, Minot High School.
What a screen. Great time for a screen call there. Set up perfectly. Get the ball to Anderson. 60 yards later, he's in the end zone. How about the speed by Blake Anderson? He is flying tonight.
First one of the year for Blake Anderson. And the Magi go up big. It's 25-7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Burke on to attempt the point after. A little trickery here for the Magi. Ball ends up on the ground inside the 1-yard line. No extra point for Minot High School. 25-7. They did the damage, however, with Blake Anderson on a little screenplay. Wow, did he turn the Jets on in a hurry? And before anybody knew it, Minot High was up 25-7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Well, we knew we'd be in store for a good one here tonight, Bryce. Mandan and Minot High, two of the tops inside of the WDA and in AAA football. Minot High flexing some muscle here on their home field. Place where they haven't had too much luck on the season. A 4-2 team that's gone 1-2 on this home turf. It's a Mandan team that has seen a 1-1 mark on the season on the road coming into this showdown here this evening. What has it been about Minot High's game here tonight that has allowed them to have the breathing room they do now at 25-7? And keep in mind, this one far from over tonight against Mandan with the high-powered offense they have.
First off, since that first drive, the defense has really created second, third and long, creating negative plays, putting Mandan in a tough position. Offense has just been, the play calling's been outstanding. They hit that screen, the ability to run the football, setting them up in second and third and shorts, and able to convert those.
Sheldon, quick hitter, far side. It's complete. All the way up over the 25 before being knocked out of bounds with Scholes. He's the one that's got the touchdown for Mandan here in this ball game. Brings up a second down and 6 coming for the Braves.
Something different there from Mandan. They haven't had a lot of ability to run the football in the early downs. Here they get a quick hitter, get a nice positive gain to start this drive.
Dual receivers on the left, 2 on the right, 1 in the backfield here for Hudson Sheldon. Doug Sheldon goes into motion. Now it's Hudson that hands off here. There's a seam, cutting free all the way up over midfield. Biggest run and play so far the ball game for the Mandan Braves has them up into Minot High territory.
Much needed for the Braves. I was just saying how they haven't been able to run the football all evening there. They get a huge gain on that one into opponent territory. We do apologize. We were trying to see who. It's kind of tough to read those Mandan jersey numbers up here, and we were trying to see exactly who it was on the carry there.
Uniform tucked in just a bit. We do apologize. We'll get it for you in just a moment. Sheldon rolling out of the pocket. He's got some heavy pressure. Sheldon now tosses it deep downfield, taking a shot. Intercepted. Henderson's got it in the end zone, and Sheldon's picked off.
You see Kirky, he was open in the middle of the field. Sheldon didn't see him. Elects to go for the home run ball. Minot High there for the turnover. The second turnover in this ball game for the Magi defense.
And only for the 6th time this year, Hudson Sheldon is picked off on the play.
You just see it there, Nick. That ball just kind of hung up a little too long there. Kind of had some room there. Kirky, you see him in the middle of the field. He was wide open for a nice gain, but Sheldon elected to try the deep ball. May have not seen Kirky as well.
Well, the Magi go to work again. First down and 10 from their own territory at the 20 after Henderson had the interception. Now Burke's going to take a shot. Goes up to Kraft. He's got him. Kraft's up near the 40-yard line. And Caden Kraft has another reception for the Magi. This is a young man that, my goodness, he averages 17 yards per catch. That was his 20th reception of the season. And he's got Minot High into Mandan territory.
Minot High effective running the football all night. How about that? Rolling Burke out, taking a home run shot, double move by Kraft.
Broderick on the carry. Up to the 35-yard line. Tonight's game, by the way, on the PSP Network, proudly brought to you by our friends at Shields. Minot and Bismarck is where you can find Shields. They're all over the place, for that matter. Hunting and fishing gear, sporting goods, fashion, you name it, at Shields of Minot and Bismarck. Proud to bring you North Dakota High School athletics on the PSP Network. Update from the capital city on halftime. Legacy leads Bismarck 17-14. We'll get you an update from just north of here, up 16th Street. Dickinson and Minot North, two ranked teams, are receiving votes, I should say. That's Bledsoe on the run, and Bledsoe has a first down and then some before he's tattooed on the play in the back position. Coming up to make the stop for Mandan was number 25, Nupa Kirky.
Giving Bledsoe a little love. Give the fullback a carry. He's been terrific in this ball game, blocking and establishing the run game. So is the offensive line. The offensive line's been great from the get-go, but Bledsoe getting a little love, getting a carry. Gotta love that.
Back to your all-region days for Minot High, early 2000s. Puts a little extra smile on your face when the fullback gets some love, right?
Oh, yeah, you gotta love it when the fullback gets involved.
Here's Broderick. Got into the back of Bledsoe, pushed himself forward for a few yards after the initial hit, and Broderick's got Minot High 2 yards away from another first down inside the Serve Pro red zone.
It's been from the get-go tonight. The physicality of this offensive line of Minot High really showing in this one. They've been able to run the football since the first snap of this one.
Mandan's got some size on the defensive line. Minot also having some size up front, but that offensive line a lot of times goes without the credit they really deserve with some of those holes they open up for a guy like Broderick. Burke's going to keep it. Speaking of holes, there's Burke. Cuts to the left, then to the right. Touchdown, Minot High School. Kellen Burke. Third time of the ball game, Bryce. He's into the end zone, but it's up big.
That's just great patience, letting your blocks develop there. Bledsoe was once again out there on the edge. Burke read it, got to the outside. Third rushing touchdown in this one in the first half for Burke.
Quite a night for the young man, the senior for Minot High that will go on to play college baseball. He's going to come on to attempt the point after. Kick is up, plenty of distance that time. It's right down Broadway. 32-7, Minot High School leads on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Minot High's got the lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. BNC Bank locations in North Dakota and in Arizona. It's BNC.bank. Well, there you see Fred Spalding on the screen. We always want to take just a moment to thank Fred for the work he does for Minot High Athletics, the athletic trainer from Trinity Sports Medicine. We know we're in good hands when that crew is here. Certainly Fred Spalding, job well done, partner. Appreciate your work. Scholes on the run back. He's got some steam. He's up over the 35-yard line. And Mandan comes back to work on the offense, trailing 32-7 with 5:02 left in the first half. Not what I expected in this ball game here tonight, by the way. Expecting a dogfight. We've had a bit of that here tonight. Minot High has just really capitalized when they needed to.
Yeah, we had a 6-0 game, and Mandan, it had all the makings of a shootout there. They hit that 60-yard pass play to Schultz, and we're kind of thinking we're in shootout mode there, but Minot High's made some really nice adjustments on defense. Let's see what Mandan can do on this drive.
Hudson Sheldon tosses downfield. Ball is into the hands, and then it's dropped incomplete. Well, a nice route was run there. However, it falls short in and out of the hands. I do apologize. Ethan Bennett was the one that was the intended target.
Benham would like another shot at that one. That one was, what a throw by Hudson Shelton. Benham knows he's got to come down with that. That's tough when your quarterback puts it right on the money.
Key to the game for me tonight was Minot High secondary and the coverage that they have out in that secondary. Sheldon runs it over to the far sideline before he's tattooed on the play. Fair to say Minot High has executed on that key to the game of being strong in the deep secondary into the corner here tonight.
Yeah, they've covered well in this one. Sheldon's going to continue to take his shots, as they should. If he's going to see these one-on-one situations, obviously down 25 in this one, they're going to continue to try and attack on the outside and through the air. So see if they can start hitting something. Schultz has been the big weapon for Mandan. Like to see them get him a little more involved in this one.
Well, you called it. He's got it up over the 50-yard line. Big play as Sheldon connects with Scholes over the 45 out of the Minot side of the field.
I like that simple play. You get the chains move. That's just a simple out route. Ran really well by Schultz. Sheldon delivers right on the money. Good tempo play there.
Sheldon brings in the play call. Tonight's game brought to you by Minot State University. Be seen, be heard, be you. It's MSU. More than 96% of recent college grads are either employed or continuing their education at Minot State University. Sheldon from the gun again. Falls back to pass. Oh, he's got heavy coverage on top of him. Sacked on the play. There is a flag down. But buzzing in and making the play for Minot High, our MVP from just a few games back, it's Anthony Alexander.
Anthony Alexander not falling for the play action there. His pursuit of Sheldon brings him down. I think we're going to have a hold on Mandan. It looked like Lincoln Brooks might have been about tackled on that play, but big sack for Minot High.
Well, another loss on the play for Mandan, and again, said it more than once in this ball game and too many times here. If you're a Mandan fan, that it's a second or third down in a country mile here for the Braves. They sit on a second down at 18 right now. Ball back on their side of the field as they set up from the gun again. 3 wide receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Hudson Sheldon hands it off here. Run play for the Braves doesn't get them much. Forward is Aderin, and Lee Aderin forward for about a yard on the play, brings up a third down at 17.
Still got a couple downs here. If you can try and get something maybe in that fourth and 5, maybe 4th and 6 range, you got to believe that Mandan will elect to go for it on 4th down.
Down 32-7 at this point. We talked about the X factor in the ballgame before tonight's contest, however. And Hudson Sheldon, what he brings to the table, I know I sound like a broken record, but fans and folks, I'm telling you right now, this is a young man that is talked about all across the football landscape as maybe the best player in the state of North Dakota. Look at him scamper here all the way back to his own 30-yard line. Tosses it downfield. Kraft almost had it picked off.
There you see the athletic ability. I'm not really sure the yardage traveled by Hudson Sheldon on that play. It had to be close to maybe 80, 90 yards he ran before trying to deliver that football, but Minot High almost there with another interception.
Brings up a 4th down situation now for Mandan. Braves are going to be forced to punt. Burke's back on the retrieve for Minot High. Magi up big, 32-7 with 2.5 to play here in the first half. Burke calling for a fair catch. This ball is going to roll all the way down inside the 1-yard line. Excellent boot on it there. The Magicians will start in their own territory, in between the goal line and the 1.
Yeah, great special teams there by Mandan, trying to haven't had much success in stopping the Magi attack here. 2:22. This is going to be must-stop territory. Maybe see if force a quick 3-and-out, try and get that football back, try and get some momentum going in this contest.
Magic Towing halftime report coming up next. Magic Towing, you blow it, we tow it. Mention PSP Network when you need a tow and save $50 on the tow at Magic Towing. Proud supporter, North Dakota High School Athletics, and our mission of promoting high school athletes on the PSP Network. Well, Minot High in the danger zone here. Burke's going to look for a little extra room, I'd have to assume. That's exactly what he'll do. He's going to bulldoze his way forward, and now Minot's got a little bit of breathing room with a 32-7 lead. Breathing room as far as real estate on the field. Setting up on the 1-yard line like that, never a stress-free situation by any means.
Yeah, I like that. Simple quarterback sneak, trying to create a little more space, something positive. I was interested to see if maybe Mandan would start burning some timeouts, try and get this football back, see what they do, if they can come up with some stops here on 2nd, maybe even 3rd down.
Well, the number 2 ranked team in all the land, the Magi, bring it up to the line of scrimmage. Broderick in the backfield. They hand off. They go right up Broadway. Gain of just about 2 on the play. This is going to bring up a 3rd down and 8 to go here for the Magi. 3rd and 5, excuse me. There the numbers change on the scoring.
And there, I think Mandan elected to take a timeout, see if they can get a stop on this 3rd down, get this football back.
First International Bank and Trust timeout on the field. Minute 21 is what remains in the first half. 32-7. Minot High leading Mandan.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
First International Bank and Trust timeout on the field. Independent community bank built on the bond between our employees and customers. Founded all the way back in 1910. Giant now in the banking world. First International Bank and Trust, proud supporter, North Dakota High School Athletics here on the PSP Network. 3rd down and 5 for the Magi. Burke's going to roll over to his right side. Takes a shot downfield. He's got Kraft. It's incomplete. 4th down.
The play we saw earlier, Nick, you see Kraft kind of run that double move there. He had single coverage. Great job by Mandan's defense, forcing a punt. Hey, got a couple timeouts. I know 25-point deficit, you're staring down, but nice stop there. Give the ball back to Sheldon here. See if he can get something before the half.
Magi are forced to punt it away. Deep in their own territory, back of the end zone. High snap. Uh-oh, this could be just a bit of trouble. Ball rolls all the way up to the 25, got it to the 30, and Mandan's got primetime field position to start on this drive, which looks to be the last of our first half of football, trailing 32-7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Selling out on the punt block there. They actually got a piece of it, of Blake Anderson's punt there. Kind of unlucky, to be honest, that it actually, it's a benefit to Minot High that it rolled out to where it did, to about the 33-yard line. That looked like it could have easily rolled out inside the 20 there for Mandan, but.
Well, I'll tell you one thing about a Mandan group in any sport, doesn't matter which one it is, they're going to fight till the end. There's no doubt about that. Down 32-7. Hard to always do that when you're down big early in a ball game like this. However, 6 more would be gigantic here for the Braves. Ball's carried forward on the run. Trevino was the one that was gobbled up on the play, but he did bring it back to near the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 for Mandan.
I like when Mandan have been in the quicker routes, the quick out stuff to like Schultz, like they did that last drive. Try and get it out of his hands a little quicker.
Sheldon on the run. Had traffic, fired it down to the corner of the end zone. Incomplete.
That's an instance where the wide receiver's got to turn defender there. He did a good job not allowing Minot High to intercept the football on that play. I believe that was Schultz on that play. Very, very good play. You gotta do that sometimes at the wideout. You turn into the defender.
.35 seconds to tick down here in our first half. Join us for the Magic Towing halftime report. We'll get some updates from around the state of North Dakota, 3A and 2A football. We'll probably take a look at the single A world, as we usually do as well. Sheldon rolling to the right. Quick pass, Scholes inside the Servpro red zone before he was wrangled up and taken on a play on the far side. And Mandan's in striking territory now here with 28 seconds left of the first half of football.
They've been good with that, those quick hitters that sprint out, get rid of the football like Sheldon did, finding Schultz.
On the run now, Sheldon carries it up to just about the 15-yard line. Will we see another First International Bank and Trust timeout coming? Mandan has one more to burn. We do. We see it here. Timeout on the field.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Banking is some of the most important things in your life, and banking at the right bank is very important. We're really proud of our bank because we have great people, and our people are what make our bank go. We always want to treat our customers right and do the best job we can for them, and try to do things.
While we come back to gameplay, passed over to the far side. Touchdown, Mandan.
Great play there, sprinting out the fullback on that one. Nobody on Minot High accounted for him. Huge touchdown here before the half for Mandan.
Do apologize. We'll get the number for you in just a moment. Having a harder time than normal tonight getting those numbers off the back of Mandan unis. We're doing our best. We do promise you that. We thank you for bearing with us. Nevertheless, Mandan gets 7, 32-14. Mandan strikes at the tail end of our first half of football. Doug Sheldon from Hudson Sheldon. Mandan's on the board. They've got 14. Minot's got 32, however. Minot will get the ball back for maybe one more drive here of the first half, or potential victory formation to go into halftime with a 32-14 lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Ball's booted away back into Minot High territory. Takes a roll out of bounds at the 11, so Minot High is going to get field position here, 35-yard line.
Not quite sure, John. You got 12 seconds. You do have a timeout left. If you start out with some good field position here, maybe try and hit something in the middle field, use your timeout. You got to be pretty satisfied up 18 here in the first half.
12 seconds is what remains of the first half of football. Join us again for the Magic Towing halftime report. It's right around the corner here on the PSP Network. It is victory formation for the Magi. They take a knee, and we go to half. 32-14, Magicians on top through one half of football. Magic Towing halftime report coming up right around the corner on the PSP Network. Line it up big at the break.
Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
Jersey Mike's slices your sub right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah.
Order for Danny?
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Magic Towing, you blow it, we tow it. Put this number in your phone right now. You'll be glad that you did. 701-509-4011. It's Magic Towing. Mention PSP Network and save $50 on the tow at Magic Towing. They bring you the halftime report. Minot High up big, 32-14. Welcome in to the Magic Towing halftime report. Nick Holbrook, Bryce Gutnick. Well, the Magi came out as a buzzsaw tonight defensively. It's a team that, again, continues to impress. Overall, what was your big takeaway from the first half?
Just the ability to run the football. They established a run from the get-go. That first drive, getting Burke involved in the running game. Offensive line's been tremendous. Mandan able to answer before that second half. Huge stop down there deep in Minot High's territory. And converts it and trying to tighten his game up a little bit here as we get to the half, 32-14.
If you're Todd Sheldon, is there anything that you can do to try to make that happen in this second half of football? Obviously, Minot High has been tough on the defensive side of the ball tonight.
They seem to have a lot of success, kind of the quick hitters. Get the ball a little quicker out of Hudson Sheldon's hands. Get it to Schultz out there, some quick out routes. I'd like to see them continue some of that. They've kind of went for some home run plays that they haven't executed, but I think they have something in the shorter to intermediate passing game.
Taking a look at some of the highlights of this ball game, brought to you by Ryan Family Dealerships. DriveRyan.com. Browse their massive inventory online. It's Drive Ryan. Locations in Minot and Williston, 5 of them to be exact. How about that play from Blake Anderson? He took it to the house from 60 out. Time for our scoring recap, also brought to you by our friends at Ryan Family Dealerships. With the recap, here is Mr. Bryce Gutnick.
The Magi got things started today. 10-12 mark of the first quarter, a 2-yard rushing touchdown by Burke. The point after was no good. The Braves answered the 7:02 mark, 60-yard bomb to Schultz, giving them the lead with the point after at 7-6. Minot High answers back in the first quarter. The 2:05 mark, a 10-yard rushing touchdown from Burke. 2-point conversion, no good. We stood at 12-7. Second quarter, Broderick got things started in the scoring with at the 11:11 mark, a 1-yard rushing touchdown. Point after made it 19-7. The screen pass to Anderson at the 7:37 mark, 60 yards out, making it 25-7. Point after, no good. At the 5:09 mark, Burke, his third rushing touchdown of this ballgame and in the first half from 14 yards out. Point after good, we stood at 32-7. And right before the half, 12 seconds remaining, Sheldon to Sheldon. Point after good gets us to the halftime score of 32 for Minot High, 14 for the Braves.
Halftime report brought to you by our friends at Magic Towing. You blow it, we tow it. It's Magic Towing. Thank you, partner. Job well done. Taking a look at the standings inside of the WDA and the EDC for AAA football. Why is this such a big one tonight? Well, winner of this game basically has their spot in the playoffs guaranteed. Doesn't mean that they're going to be the number one spot. However, with the records of the other teams in the league right now, a win here tonight guarantees you a spot in the postseason. Magi looking to defend as state champions. Mandan looking to go to the playoffs for the 7th consecutive year. Bismarck and Legacy playing tonight. They're kind of in a different tale to the tape with Legacy and Bismarck High School, by the way. The Demons lose tonight. Their fate is maybe not what you would hope it would be if your Demon Sands in the hourglass. They'd be running pretty thin. They trail 26-14 right now in the third quarter. You have any other score updates from across the state tonight? Any out east? Any big matchups or surprises out there? I know Davies had a game that was pretty close earlier on here tonight.
Davies, they were up 14-6 over West Fargo in that first half. They've since scored, pushing that to a 21-6 game. Cheyenne flexing their strength. They're up 36-0 versus Fargo North. And then Bismarck Century 49, Williston 6.
32-14 here. By the way, earlier on tonight, little tailgate party. Thriving Financial was outside. Look at this taco in a bag. Doesn't this look good, Bryce?
Did you get one there, Nick? Did you go out for one?
I didn't, but I should have. I wish I would have now. Thanks to Thriving for being here tonight, supporting the community as well. 32-14 at the half. Minot High's got the lead. Second half comes up next on the PSP Network.
Changed our name, but we haven't changed the DNA of who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I pick Carson Wentz. I pick Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from? I was in football, just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team, like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Well, we put a cap on our Magic Towing halftime report. Take a live look in, brought to you by Planet Pizza. This is just north on 16th Street here in the Magic City. Planet North leading Dickinson 21-7. Owen Patterson, Corey McIver on the call of that ball game here tonight. We get set for our second half of football in this showdown. Nick Holberg, Bryce Gutnick. Big thanks again to Magic Towing. You blow it, we tow it. Put this number in your phone now. You'll be glad you did. 701-509-4011. It's Magic Towing. I have to laugh, partner. I made the comment about UND, NDSU earlier. I'm the biggest fan of sports in our state. Probably. There's other guys that like it as well. I'm not a Bison fan by any means. However, I love the Bison, Logan Conklin and company playing there. My comments earlier were all for fun, but those Bison fans are relentless. I got an email about the comment about being a Hawk fan at the Fargo Dome in that first quarter. Trish, it's only for fun. Tonight here in the Magic City, we do appreciate you watching, however. They're relentless.
And as a Hawk fan, like yourself, you knew exactly what you were getting into walking in there, wearing your North Dakota Fighting Hawk stuff. And you knew you were going to get heckled, and they were going to get after you.
And I had a great time doing it. Yeah, I'd do it over and over again. Nothing like college sports. Good matchup last Saturday, by the way. The Bison are for real, my friend. We already knew that, however. We've known that for the last 15 years. Ball's kicked off to start the second half of football. We are officially underway for the second half. Ball's going to be picked up here all the way up to the 50-yard line.
I believe it was Schultz. Yeah, Schultz has looked. Schultz has been a very nice spark on the offensive side of football for Amanda, and him reading that well off the bounce and just exploding, giving him some really good field position to start out this drive.
While we talk about Mandan and the high-powered offense that they bring to the table, they're not out of this ball game yet, Bryce. However, they're going to need some points on a drive like this or early in this third quarter if they want a shot to come back against Minot High here tonight. And the bad news for Mandan is that Magi defense has just been so stingy out of the year. They haven't hardly given anything up, only 12.3 points per game on average. Sheldon, quick hitter, far side, connected. It's Doug Sheldon that's got the first down, and then a bit more as the chains move for the Braves. You talked about it in the first half, that quick hitter play from Sheldon really is something that the Magi have to be cautious and aware of. Works here for another first down for Mandan.
I like that. Send some motion out, get him out on the outside. A quick hitter. I had mentioned it at halftime. They've had success doing that. Quick little screen there. Positive play on first down.
Braves up on the ball. From the gun again, wideouts on each side. 3 over on the left. Now there's a motion man. Sheldon's got pressure. Avoids it. Somehow he's on his feet still. Sheldon gets up to the 30-yard line before he's wrangled up on the play. And again, Hudson Sheldon showing the athleticism with a gain that probably should have been back about 5 yards, but he made something out of nothing.
Yeah, that's just the athletic ability of Sheldon. Couple things I've noticed here to start this second half, the movement, the pre-snap movement, the motions. Mandan found something that they like and have adjusted here in the second half to start.
Sheldon works from the gun, hands it off here. Nice run that's carried up over the 25-yard line. Mandan's going to move the chains again. And on the carry, it was Nupa Kirky, and Kirky as Mandan approaching the Serve Pro red zone.
That kick return really set him up in that nice field position. Great few plays to start this drive. Kind of riding that momentum from the first half on that big stop, setting him up in short field and able to score.
Braves up to the ball again. On the high side of the field, ball's marked here at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10. Sheldon from the gun. Fakes the handoff, looks downfield. Passes out and complete. Top target of Scholes is there. And into the Serve Pro red zone go the Mandan Braves.
I kind of like that it's kind of like a version of an RPO there, run pass option there, getting it to Schultz. Once again, getting it out quick. I know you love what Sheldon can do to create and what he does. We saw a few of those in the first half, his ability to escape the pressure and stuff, but they have had a lot of success, Nick, in this game, getting that ball out quick in the pocket.
Well, they look to strike here and be back-to-back touchdowns. One to end the first half, one to start the second. Handoff up the middle. Again, it's Kirky, and Kirky's going to barrel and bulldoze his way forward for a gain of the play.
Running game was really tough to come by for Mandan that first half. Nice start to the second half here, Kirky. A nice few gains on the ground for Mandan.
Braves inside the Serve Pro red zone, deep inside the Serve Pro red zone. Ball's marked inside the 10-yard line with a 2nd down and 6. 9-10 ticks down here in the third quarter. Sheldon again from the gun. Falls back to pass. Now he's going to try to run forward. He's going to be wrangled up and hauled down in a bad way. Sheldon hits the turf hard. That was a big stop for the Magi, and Sheldon took the worst of that one.
Bedell just kind of had one arm at him and was able to throw him down there. Big negative play there for Minot High.
Third down and 11 here now for Mandan as Sheldon carries the play call back in. Yeah, if you're a Mandan fan, you hold your breath in a situation like that. That was a hard hit and an awkward landing for the Mandan quarterback. 3rd and 11. Deep inside, Minot High territory. Sheldon rolling out to the left side, tosses it downfield. Incomplete.
I like that little sprint out. Sheldon able to get out of the pocket, set his feet. Saw something he liked there. That's just really good defense by Minot High. Really, really good blanket coverage out of the secondary.
Talked about those Northern Plains heating and air keys to the game before tonight's showdown. And when we talked about those earlier and those keys to the game that we presented in our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show here today, get into a rhythm for Mandan, for Minot High. The double threat, the X factor was Minot's coverage in the secondary. They've executed well here tonight. Mandan, what do they need to do in the second half to get into a rhythm? 6 right here would help the cause. They may have it. Touchdown, Mandan.
I think it's Ulmer on the touchdown there. What a huge conversion on 4th down as Sheldon delivers a bullet on that one.
Well, back to that question. There's your rhythm question, Bryce. Now Mandan's got some with back-to-back scores. Big defensive stop needed here for the Braves on the other side of the football as Ulmer's into the end zone for the touchdown. 9th touchdown of the year for Tristan Ulmer, the 6'3", 205-pound split end. Mandan's back within 12. It's closer than that now. They're within 11. 21-32. Minot High's got the lead, but here come the Mandan Braves. Starting our second half with a score just the way they ended the first.
Those who dream big. Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
(32-21). Minot High's got the lead.
Onside kick here. Oh, it looks like they got it, Nick. Mandan's got the football.
Oh, what a turn of events in this ball game.
This is a very interesting call. You can't touch it till it goes 10 yards, Nick, and it looked like it may have been touched by Mandan on there, but they're signaling Mandan football. What a great call for catch the Magi off guard with the onside there. Huge point in this ball game.
Caught everybody off guard, even our production staff, as Mandan gets the ball back. And not only do they have it back, but they get it at the 45 of the Magi. We talked about it when Minot was up big, that you just can't count Mandan out. The fight in the program that is in white and black tonight is always going to be tough, and certainly they're showing that here. Sheldon back to pass. Fires deep downfield. Incomplete.
It kind of looked like they had something there, kind of one of those longer developing plays, almost like they've really utilized that motion here in the second half, and they've had a lot of success with that. That ball just a little bit underthrown there by Sheldon as they take a shot on the end zone on first down.
Brings up a second down and 10. Tonight's game of the PSP Network is brought to you by the UPS Store. UPS Store located on South Broadway in the Magic City. For all your packing and shipping needs, it's the UPS Store. Second and 10 again. This time they hand off. Kirky didn't go far with it. Minot High's defensive core, that front line, came up with the stop.
Tackled by Jolliffe and Broderick. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Jolliffe and Broderick were the ones that got the official credit with the tackle. 3rd down and 9 here for Mandan. Ball marked at the 44-yard line. .7:15 to play, 3rd quarter. They look to pass again. Sheldon rushed out of the pocket, takes a shot downfield. Coverage in the secondary was there again for Minot High, and that time Prestwich went up and made the play.
Minot High electing to bring some pressure there as Broderick came off the edge there, disrupting the timing. Be interesting here. You kind of got all the momentum in this football game. We were at 32-7, wondering how Mandan could get back in this game. You get the onside kick after the score to open the half. Be interesting to see if they elect to go for it here, Nick, on 4th and 9.
If you're Todd Sheldon, is that what you do?
I'd gamble. I'd roll the dice. You were able to convert 4th down into the end zone on the last one. Drop your best play, see if you can hit it here.
Well, there's a flag on it. Sheldon, another flag. Sheldon rolled out of the pocket, deep downfield. Ball's going to be picked off. It's into the hands of Prestwich, but there is a flag all the way back down at the 45-yard line.
We may have had some pre-snap move. I think it's going to be on Mandan.
Officials come together and have the conversation right now at midfield. Wait for the call from the white hat coming in just a moment.
Kind of interesting. I know the interception's great, but almost a situation where you don't want him to intercept it there, Nick, as you would get the ball at about the 44-yard line.
First down, Magi, as you mentioned. However, they're going to get the ball way back in their own territory.
It's not like you're going to tell a cornerback in the on your defense, say, hey, let's not intercept the ball. But it's hard. He's making a play on the ball. You're going to live with that. And they're down at the 7-yard line to start this drive.
Well, the Magi look to go deep here, deep in their own territory. 11-point lead for Minot High School. Burke from the gun, hands it off again. Broderick, stiff arm move. He's got another. Griffin Broderick bulldozing his way forward, and Broderick. Talk about some Madden-style plays there. A couple stiff arms, and then he just bulldozes his way forward. He wanted a face mask call. Doesn't get it, however.
Yeah, that's just yards after contact. Broderick saw a lot of that in the first half. Their ability to set the edge, get him out there, get him going.
Broderick in the backfield again, takes the handoff. Goes right up Broadway, and Griffin Broderick is going to be close to that first down marker. No, he got it. First down, Minot High School. Tonight's game on the PSP Network is brought to you by our friends at Prestwich Orthodontics. Prestwich Orthodontics can be found online at braces.com. Free virtual consultations. 0% financing. Prestwich Orthodontics, again, braces.com. First International Bank and Trust timeout on the field. Injury timeout. Looks like everybody is up and all right, however. We'll just keep it right here then, Bryce. Then we will. 1st and 10 from the Minot High 20-yard line. Mandan shows blitz. They bring it. Broderick finds a seam. Griffin Broderick, high steps. He's out to the 40, down the 50, 45, all the way down to the 42-yard line before he's wrangled on a play. But Griffin Broderick, the living highlight reel that's off to play in North Dakota, makes another play for the Magi and takes the Magicians all the way into Mandan territory.
Looked like Mandan maybe had him dead in his tracks there. They elected to bring pressure. A-gap blitz there. Broderick right by him, seeking out that contact to finish that run. It's been the Broderick show on this drive for Minot High.
Broderick gets a bit of a rest now as Anderson goes into the backfield for the Magi. Here's Blake Anderson. Cuts over to the right side. Anderson had the legs swept out from underneath him. Nice play defensively, coming in and making the stop there for the Braves.
I believe it was Trevino.
It was Trevino on the play. DJ Trevino, number 31, makes the stop. Brings up a 2nd down and 6 for Minot High School.
Anderson on his opportunities, he's made the most of them tonight. He looks explosive. His speed has really stood out to me on his opportunities with the football tonight.
Update from up the hill. 27-7, Minot North leading Dickinson. Big stop for the Braves right at the line of scrimmage. Bledsoe had the carry. Megan Anderson had the carry. He's hauled up on the play. No gain for the Magi.
Talking some AA scores there from up the hill. Something to monitor. The number 1 team in AA, Red River, is trailing at the half, Nick, 14-12 to Wahpeton.
Don't you love this time of the year? Wahpeton receiving votes in the most recent media poll. Season far from over. We'll have the coverage all the way to the Dakota Bowl. Video coverage where we can get it. We'll also have live digital radio coverage of the entire day from the Fargo Dome, starting at 9 o'clock in the morning all the way until the AAA game is complete. Kellen Burke all the way to the far sideline. Did he get enough for a 1st down? It's going to be close, at least, for the Magi quarterback.
I think the line judge might have him just short here at about a half yard. I got to imagine Minot High will go for this. And
4-down territory for the Magi. They bring Bledsoe back in and Broderick. Kellenberg taking the call from the Minot High sideline. 4th and inches for the Magi. Now we're going to see a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the field. Minot High burns one of their 3 here in the 2nd half. First International Bank and Trust brings you the timeout on the field. Independent community bank built on the bond between our employees and customers. Founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across Arizona, Minnesota, North Dakota, and South Dakota. Find them online, FIBT.com. 32-21, Minot's got the lead. They need inches to keep this drive alive.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota.
Minot needs inches to keep the drive alive. They push forward. Mandan saying that they're coming up with the stop or that the ball was on the ground.
I think they have him short, Nick. I don't think he got there unless that second effort. Initially, he got hit on his first burst there. It might be short on this one. Might be Mandan football.
Well, you can see the Braves sideline still waiting on the official call here, Bryce. Mandan ball.
What a stop in this game they've had. Burke was about perfect on those quarterback sneaks there in those short yardage situations for Minot High, and Mandan comes up with a huge stop, trailing by 11 at the 4:15 mark here in the 3rd quarter.
Mandan gets the ball back with a 1st and 10. 4:15 to tick down here on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Well, the Minot defense has been stout to this ball game. However, Mandan's put 21 on them. They look for more as Hudson Sheldon works out of the gun. 2 wide receivers on each side. Now there's trips on the right with the motion man. Right up the middle, nowhere to go there for Doug Sheldon. Sorry, that was 25 rather.
Kirky on that one. Yep.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Kirky stood up. Brings up a 2nd and 11.
Magi defense have done such a good job all night forcing Mandan into these long situations when Mandan's elected to try and run the football on first down. Not a whole lot of success in doing that.
Pass play down the field. Oh, just out of the reach there. Excellent effort on the play, but unable to reel it in. On the pass from Sheldon was number 7, Holcup. Brings up a 2nd down and 11.
Great pump fake. You got it. Hudson Sheldon knows he had him there. He'd love to have that one back. He hits him in stride. Holcomb still be running into the end zone. Oh, we got a hold here, so that's going to march him back 10 yards.
Well, Minot's had some breaks when they've needed them here tonight. That's one that they're looking to capitalize on here, Bryce. Sheldon tosses it out, incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down at a country mile.
Yeah, you've seen a couple. That huge stop on defense, seeing if they could try and keep the momentum in this game. Huge penalty there, setting them up, and 3rd and a mile here. Gonna need something special to convert this.
Play call comes in for Mandan, trailing by 11. 3:27 left here in the 3rd quarter of football. Minot had a giant lead at one point in the ball game. Dwindled down to 11 now with Sheldon. Under pressure, takes a deep shot downfield. Incomplete.
Mandan sideline looking for a pass interference call. Look like Burke, that ball's underthrown. That's tough for a secondary player. Got his head around. Pretty good defense there by Burke, forcing a punt.
First down, 21.
Mandan to punt it away. They're going to keep it on the run all the way up to the 30-yard line. Minot's going to get great field position here.
Interesting call there. 4th and 21. You elect to try and to pick it up with the punter there. Try and catch him off guard. Like you said, it's going to be great field position for Minot High. Up 11 here with a few minutes left here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, if the Magi could find a way here to get 6 more, the storyline of this ball game certainly would be that Minot High capitalized on some of those issues and mistakes here in this contest that Mandan just left as low-hanging fruit, if you will. Then you've got guys like Broderick doing things like this. Griffin Broderick into the Serb Pro end zone.
Broderick all night, the yards after contact. There you show the explosiveness, just kind of one move there and put your spike in the turf and go.
32-21, Minot High has the lead. They look for more inside the Serb Pro red zone. Broderick on the run. Inside the 15 goes Griffin Broderick.
Getting a little chippy down there. The offensive line, the defensive line, they've been battling all night. Stuff like that's going to happen. A little extracurricular activity there on that one.
Got to take you into the time machine for just a moment. Take us back to this year, Bryce. Color commentator Bryce Gutnick on the call with me tonight. You ever think about doing your hair like that back in the day? The old all-WDA player for the Magi back in the early 2000s, circa 2002 there probably.
Shout out to my mom. She used to put a cap on me and then those little holes, and then you pick your hair through them and color them. She a lot of time consumed in making me look that good back in 2002, 2003, Nick.
Yeah, that looked really good. Sort of that play from Bledsoe. He's inside the 10-yard line. Ball at the 6 for the Magi, and it's a first down and goal for Minot High School.
Frosted tips, each one. Were you into that back then?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I had the mullet, though. I was a hockey guy, so I had a little bit more in the back. Rivalry with Mandan back in your day, was it like it is now?
Yeah, we played Mandan homecoming my senior year. They were #1 team in the state. Guy by the name of Anthony Fuller kicked a game-winning field goal for us to pull the upset.
Carry again by Griffin Broderick. Down near the 3-yard line for the Magi, and Minot High's knocking on the door of 6.
Gotta believe they're gonna give it to Broderick again here. He's on this drive. You're short on that 4th and short on the last drive. You gotta believe you're gonna just keep going with Broderick until you get in the end zone.
Second down and goal. Well, Burke has been good in the ball game. He had 3 touchdowns of his own on the ground in that first half. Can he get another one? Right to the goal line.
I think he's just short, Nick, on that one.
Mandan made a stop. Well, you see where they're going to spot the football here. It's inches for Minot High School. Minot High trying to go up 38-21. A score here would be big for the Magicians. Stop would be even bigger for Mandan. Handoff, Broderick finds a seam. Paydert. Touchdown, Minot High School. Griffin Broderick runs it in for the Magi. And Minot High extends the lead.
Huge answer. It seemed like Mandan had really taken the momentum at the end of that first half. They really continued it into the third quarter. Much needed drive, and 6 for the Magi.
38-21 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Burke through the uprights. Wouldn't say it's a comfortable lead. However, the Magi have some breathing room. 39-21, they lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. (39-21), Minot High's got the lead. Kellen Burke's had himself a ball game for the Magicians. Minot High trying to see if they can put a nail in the coffin tonight to move to 3-0 inside of the WDA, ranked #2 in the state for AAA football. Burke puts it on the ground all the way down to the 10. On the return, big return here. Sheldon on the run, he gets all the way back up over the 50-yard line. And Mandan's going to have good field position to start this drive after the carry back. Sorry, that's Kavian Lanier that had the carry back.
I think we got a hold on this play, Nick. So as good as that return was, it is going to be coming back.
Well, the block in the back penalty Marches Mandan back. All the way to their own 20-yard line. Well, you look at the schedule for Minot High and what they've got next. After Mandan, they go to Legacy next Thursday. We'll have that game on the air for you on the PSP Network. It's a 6:30 start, by the way, next Thursday night in Bismarck. Then they end the season at home against Century. And of course, on that graphic, the Dakota Bowl takes place on the 15th of next month. There's 2 more rounds of playoffs to even get there. Sheldon keeps it after the fake. Tosses it out far side. Gets it to Scholes, and then Scholes is wrapped up on the play. Nice stop coming from Burke over on the far side from the corner position. Prestwich, rather, excuse me. Well, we've reached the end of quarter number 3. Minot High leads 39-21. Mandan still got the ball on a 2nd down and 8 when we come back to the Wayne Carlson Stadium.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
Tonight's game on the PSP Network proudly brought to you by our friends at Minot State University. Be seen, be heard, be you. It's MSU. Yeah, I think you should maybe go back to that hairstyle. I like that idea.
It'd take me some time, bud, to grow that out. I did just get a nice fresh cut. So,
speaking of fresh cuts, Sport Clips, home to the MVP haircut experience. They bring you tonight's MVP of this matchup. Tweet at us at Network PSP. Let us know who you think tonight's MVP is. Look at Hudson Sheldon on the run, 20, 25, 30. Finally pushed out of bounds as Hudson Sheldon, again, like a broken record from my mouth here tonight. Team makes something out of nothing, doesn't he?
I mean, he looked dead in the water there. They had about the whole Minot High defensive line in the backfield ready to bring him down. Him being the athlete he is, escapes, picks up a first down in all of it. Pretty special kid out there.
Well, when you talk about Hudson Sheldon, what he brings to the table, it's not just on the football field. You're going to see him dominate inside the WDA for high school basketball. Some say his best sport is baseball, however, as the ball is going to be tossed out to just about the 44-yard line into the hands there of number 43, Doug Sheldon. It is good enough for a first down.
I like that. I like that quick passing game. They've had a lot of success with it. Another one here.
Over to the far sideline. Chains may move again for Mandan. Pass was complete into the hands of Holcup. And Mandan's on the move.
Going in this hurry-up style, kind of causing some fits for the Minot High defense.
Sheldon takes a shot deep downfield. Incomplete. By the way, track and field is maybe the sport of choice for Hudson Sheldon. Injured player on the far sideline.
Nice assist there. It looks like a Mandan player's cramping over there on the far sideline. I believe that's Kraft helping him out.
How do you like that?
Yeah, he ran over there right away, raised his leg, trying to help him out. Some very nice sportsmanship by the young man there, Kraft.
Character counts, my friends. It's not only... It's a heated battle tonight, by the way, if you're just joining us. This has been a chippy football game. That might be our move of the game right there, my friends. There's a respect. There's no doubt about it in this game. Fierce competitors, however. Gotta like to see something like that from one of the top receivers for Minot High School and defensive backs for the Magi. First International Bank and Trust timeout on the field, 39-21. Minot High's got the lead.
Great news. If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Well, the injured Brave over on the far sideline. Still under the injury timeout. Brought to you by First International Bank and Trust. Cramping is an issue. Doesn't matter what time of the year it is, it doesn't seem. Seems like that may be a factor each and every night, without a doubt.
Looks like he's getting up here now, which is great to see.
(39-21). 11:19 left in the ballgame. Plenty of time left here for Mandan. We talked about it being a shootout in the ballgame. Biggest lead for Minot High earlier tonight was, where were we at with the biggest lead of the game here tonight? Ball's going to be stopped by the Magi. No, there's going to be a fumble and a recovery coming for the Magicians. First down coming for Minot High. The offense comes back out.
Kind of looked like maybe a run pass option there. It looked like, I thought the running back had the ball there and was kind of loose, but ends up being a turnover on the ground, and Minot High's got the football. Biggest lead in the game, 32-7 at one point in this one. Magi had a 25-point lead.
That was with 5:09 left in the second quarter of play. Well, those timely turnovers here at Minot High capitalizing, that's what we've been talking about, the storyline of the showdown. And you see another one here. Fumble on the play, and Minot High comes back out on the offensive side of the football. Handoff, Broderick. Wrapped up in a hurry. Nice defensive stop, the big man.
Tackled by Austin Bay.
I believe it was Austin Bay, the senior defensive end there on the stop, number 55.
You're right. Thank you, my friend.
Yeah, those turnovers, it's tough. You're letting the quarterback kind of decide on that, Nick, is what's going on. He's holding that ball in his chest. He has the option to pull it. It looked like he pulled it. Maybe something happened during the handoff there, the exchange, and the ball ends up on the ground. Tough break for Mandan.
Broderick in the backfield to give. Short gain on the play is going to bring up a 3rd down and 7 for Minot High School.
Another nice play by Austin Bay flying off the edge there. Mandan really selling out to the run game here. Kind of curious, maybe see if Minot High takes a shot here down the field.
Well, that's the conversation here with Chauncey Hendershot, the head coach, and Kellen Burke. You trying to get Kraft engaged here potentially, Bryce?
Yeah, they've really they like to get Burke on that outside on that rollout, and we've seen Kraft run a couple double moves tonight. Maybe see if they try one here.
Well, they roll out to the right. Burke had to get rid of the football. He did just that. Brings up a 4th down for Minot High School.
Great job by the Mandan front there. Bay had some pressure. Also, Caden Ritz there applying some pressure, forcing Burke to throw that football before he was comfortable, and forcing a punt for Minot here.
Well, Mandan will get the ball back. Rain starting to fall again. Oh, Blake Anderson got it deep. However, he was tattooed on the play. Anderson still down on the ground. There's going to be a roughing the punter coming here as the yellow laundry's on the field.
That's going to be a 1st down for Minot High. Talk about a crucial penalty. Mandan electing to bring pressure.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker. 15-yard penalty, automatic foul.
Hard hit, too, by the way.
Just cannot have those kind of penalties. You force the stop, getting the football back down. You're down 3 scores. Oh, tough break.
Starting to rain just a bit more here in the Magic City, coming down. Not a heavy one by any means, however, coming a bit more damp outside. Minot with a first down and 10 from the Mandan 40. On the run, Anderson. Gain on the play for the Magicians brings up a second down, and let's call it 6.
Nice complimentary piece to Broderick there, getting Anderson some carries, getting him involved. I said it earlier, his speed has really stood out to me tonight, Nick. It's really jumped off the. We've had a nice front row seat to it here. It's been he's had a really good ball game.
He had a 60-yard touchdown earlier from the hands of Kellen Burke. They hand off Broderick. Broderick gobbled up, but he still had a gain on the play.
He's kind of dragging defenders there, Broderick. We talked about it. Yards after contact, so huge with him. This is must-stop territory for Mandan after that big penalty, roughing the kicker, allowing Minot High offense to get back on the field.
Penalties and turnovers, the topic of conversation for Mandan after this one, guaranteed. Todd Sheldon in year number 13. He's gone 55 and 66 in his tenure as the head coach of Mandan. Has had the Braves in the playoffs the last 6 years, however. Prestwich wrapped up. It's going to bring up a 4th down here for Minot High School.
Saw that earlier. They had some success with that jet sweep, sending Prestwich in motion there. Almost wondering if they're setting up something else with that play. Maybe a fake to Prestwich, maybe a straight handoff to Broderick, or maybe taking a shot down the field.
4-down territory for the Magi. They need 3. They need 2, actually. The 4th and 2, hard count for the Magicians. Did they get Mandan to jump?
Yeah, I do believe it's going to be encroachment.
First down, Minot High School.
Force him into a 4th down. Burke goes with the hard count, draws the penalty. Huge first down as the time is running out here for the Braves.
Final from Bismarck. The Demons come back to take down Legacy 34-26 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Handoff, Broderick hits the edge, flag on the play. Broderick dancing inside the 10, and Broderick goes deep inside the Serpro red zone, but there's a flag on the play.
I think this is going to be coming back. I think they got Minot for a hold.
Good eye, Bryce. Holding is the call on the Magi. Stick around tonight for our planning team financial advisors at Shots Crossroads postgame show. Planning team financial at Shots Crossroads bring you the postgame. Team buses are always welcome at Shots Crossroads, home to the famous number 99. And of course, I always recommend the banana cream pie at Shots Crossroads. Planning team financial advisors helping you work towards your financial freedom. Find them online, planningteam.com.
Quickly, how about that comeback win by Bismarck High? I believe they were trailing a couple touchdowns in that second half, Nick. Must-win game for the Demons, and they pull it off.
Broderick dancing forward, back to the original line of scrimmage here. It's going to bring up a second down and 10 as Griffin Broderick barrels his way forward. Yeah, when your backs are against the wall, this time of the year when games are now all of a sudden on a premium, there aren't many left. And the reformatting of North Dakota high school football in the AAA ranks, needing to be one of the top 4 teams in the conference to get into the playoffs. You have a couple losses, and you're in jeopardy of making the postseason. There's no question. Bismarck's one of the top teams inside the WDA, but really goes to show you how much parity, like we talked about in the pregame, there really is. Another big stop for Mandan. It's going to be a loss on the play for the Minot Magicians.
We had kind of seen it with Bismarck. You lose your all-everything Schaefer on the offensive line, a guy who's going to play Division I football at the University of Washington. You start shuffling around pieces. Kind of takes a little time sometimes. Gibson and his boys, what an answer tonight. What a huge win for Bismarck High.
Play clock down to 8 for the Magi. Broderick in the backfield again. Will we have a timeout coming here for Minot High School? We will. First International Bank and Trust timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. Minot High's got the lead, 39-21 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Late in tonight's 3A contest.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
$39-21. Minot trying to go 3-0 inside of the WDA. We talked about the implications of the playoffs throughout this broadcast here tonight, that a win for either one of these teams guarantees them a spot inside of the postseason. Minot inching closer to that right now with under 5 to play here in regulation. Burke's going to fall back to pass across the middle. Oh, in and then out of the hands of Bedell, incomplete.
Do have some laundry on the field again here. Kind of a dangerous looking pass there by Burke. That looked like that was going the other way.
Waiting for the call from the White Hats. Fourth down for Minot High. Ineligible player downfield for the Magi. But it's done a nice job of keeping the ball on the ground and managing the clock well here in the showdown. Talked about that being one of the keys, is keeping the opposition and their defense on the field. Minot's done a nice job of that here in tonight's ball game. Another flag on the play.
I think they might have got a false start on this one. This is going to set Minot High back even further. Kind of wonder if it maybe brings up a punt situation, maybe something you try and pin them way down in their territory here. Well, it looks like they're going to appear to go for it still here, Nick.
Ball's at the 34-yard line of Mandan. On it with a fourth down and a mile here, 4th and 16. Another flag on the play.
I think they might have 12 men. I think. There might be a timeout first, though. A lot of flags being discussed here on this drive, Nick.
Well, Minot's going to go 5 yards back.
Yeah, they did get him for 12 men. Here comes the punt team. They are going to elect the punt now.
Scholes back to receive here for Mandan. He's had some big-time plays in this ball game. He's got some lightning quick speed back there as well. Minot High trying to pin Mandan deep. Play clock down to 9. Towering kick. Takes a magi bounce, rolls just about to the 13-yard line. Mandan's going to come out on offense here with 4:35 left in the ball game. Well, you better buckle up right now. We know some shots are going to be coming here for Mandan. They don't have a choice, trailing in this contest at 39-21. Score on this drive is almost a necessity at this point in the ball game.
Yeah, they got to go with something quick here. You're in a 3-possession game. Anything, try and get a quick hit or something on the board.
Quick hitter is exactly what they do. It's out and complete into the hand that went there of Wentz. And Daniel Wentz has a nice gain on the play of just about 8, 2nd down and 2 coming for Mandan.
See Bledsoe, he had ran onto the field there late, kind of some substitution situations for Minot High.
Ball's tossed up. It's going to be picked off by the Magi.
No, incomplete. He
Incomplete,
didn't come
thank
down
you.
with it. Nope. Good play by Henderson there. Just couldn't come down with it.
Another look at it on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
It's one of those situations, Nick, where the wideout kind of turns into a defender there. Made a good play to make sure that Henderson couldn't come down with that one.
Bring in some Windex before the next game. I promise you that much, my friend. 3rd down and short. Sheldon on the keeper. To his right side, cuts free. Sheldon has a 1st down and then some for Mandan. Up over the 32-yard line. Down to 4:18 to play here in the ballgame. Tweet at us at Network PSP. Let us know who you think tonight's MVP is. Brought to you by Sport Clips. Sport Clips, home to the MVP haircut experience. I've got the app. You can sign it online at Minot and Bismarck. It's quick and convenient. They do a fantastic job at Sport Clips, home to the MVP haircut experience. Fresh set of downs here for Mandan. 1st and 10. Deep in their own territory. Sheldon back to pass, taking another shot. Kraft is there. That time it is picked off. Caden Kraft has it at the 50. Down to the 40, cutting back. Kraft's down to the 30. Tiptoes the line. There is a flag on the play, and Caden Kraft has an interception for the Magi.
Can't really fault Hudson Shelton. Down 18 points. You're under 4 minutes to play. You got to throw the ball up. Try and give your guy a shot. Kraft, the beneficiary on that one with the pick. All but sealing it here from Minot High. I think we got a little extracurricular. I think they got Jolliffe. He little extra blocking on that one.
Here's the call on the field.
Walking back, the 13. Also, holding the 13. Not penalty decline. They get 10-yard penalty. 1st down.
Well, the block in the back puts the ball back 15 yards from the spot of the foul here, Bryce. All the way up to the 49-yard line. Mandan side of the field. 3:39 ticking down. Minot High's got a comfortable lead here in this ball game. Gain on the play on the handoff for the Magi. On the carry was Bachman.
Get Bachman coming into the game, getting some time here. Got to be feeling good if you're Minot High. Looking like you're going to go 3-0 in conference play, kind of controlling your own destiny here these last couple weeks, trying to secure top seed in the WDA.
Play clock down to 4 for the Magi. Burke on the keeper. Danced forward for a gain on the play. Brings up a third down.
Be making the trip on Thursday night to the capital city, Nick. You like those Thursday games? You a fan?
I'm into it on a Thursday night. Opens up Friday. Saturday, we'll be looking at some playoff football. Check the PSP social media platforms for the schedule release of where and when we'll be set up for playoff coverage. Of course, playoffs next week starting in the 9-man world. Handoff, Broderick. Enough for a first down for Griffin Broderick. Well, we approach the 2-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Minot High on their way to a 5-2 mark overall on the year. More importantly for the Magi, they're going to move to 3-0 inside of the conference. I don't think there's many teams that want to see Mandan come playoff time, however.
Yeah, Mandan tonight weren't really, I mean, they just didn't have an answer for the Magi running attack. Had some opportunities, came up with the onside kick, came up with a turnover, and just couldn't capitalize. A very good Minot High team, though. Very good defense, the ability to run the football.
Broderick hits the edge, cuts free, 20-yard line down to the 15, and Griffin Broderick barrels his way forward for another Minot High School first down.
What a night by Broderick, right from the get-go. Been tremendous in this one.
.119 ticking down in regulation. The celebration about to be on here in the Magic City. We'll have our planning team financial advisors and Shots Crossroads post-game show coming up. We'll have our MVP of the game brought to you by Sport Clips. And our move of the game brought to you by our friends at Serve Pro. Knee goes down for the Magi as victory formation is on in the Magic City. You look at the Magi and what they did early on in the season, losing by just one possession to Davies, same thing to Cheyenne. Minot High is ranked number 2 for a reason. Inside of the state of North Dakota, will be the clear cut at the top of the WDA standings after tonight's ball game. That will go official now in 19 seconds as the teams salute each other at midfield. Final tonight, 39-21. Bryce and I will come back to our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame show. We will break it down when we come back to the Wayne Carlson Stadium. Final score, once again, 39-21. Magi get the win in WDA play tonight in AAA football. We'll break it down when we come back here on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of Finland Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak, or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Final score tonight, 39-21, Minot High over Mandan. Number 2, Magi. Showcasing a bit of resiliency at times in this ball game. Speaking of resilient, how about Mandan? They were down 32-7. Made it a ball game, made it a bit interesting. They were receiving votes last week. Mandan, a team again that I wouldn't want to play them come playoff time or down the stretch for the games remaining on the schedule, and for good reason. They're going to be a tough out as they've been all year long. Up next for Mandan, they've got Century and Bismarck. Next up for Minot High, they go to Legacy Thursday. Then they've got Century at home. It's our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show. Planning Team Financial Advisors, whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit them online, planningteam.com. And Shots Crossroads, home to the famous number 99. Team buses are always welcome at Shots Crossroads. Telling you, try that banana cream pie at Shots. You won't be disappointed. You can order online as well. ShotsCrossroads.com. Bryce Gutnick down on the field. He'll be back up in just a moment for the game recap here. We'll have our MVP of the game coming up in just a moment. We'll also have our move of the game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Game rewind to this ball game here tonight. Minot High got off to an early lead. They made it 6-0 early in the contest. Scoring drive that ended in a 2-yard rush from Kellen Burke. Made it 6-0. Then at 7:02 of the first quarter, 60-yard reception into the end zone for a touchdown was Scholes. Made his way in off the hand of Hudson Sheldon. 6-6. Point after was good, made it 7-6. Mandan had their lone lead of the ball game. 2:05 of the first quarter. 10-yard run from Burke. Made it 12-7. Point after was no good. 11-11 of the second quarter play. It was a one-yard run for Griffin Broderick. It made it 18-7. Magi. Point after was good. 7:37 of the second quarter. 60 yards for Blake Anderson from Kellen Burke. Point after was no good on that play. Minot was up 25-7. In the second, Minot wasn't done yet. Going into the half, 5:09 remaining in the second quarter. 14-yard run for Burke. Point after was good, made it 32-7. Mandan scored with 12 seconds left in the first half. Sheldon from Sheldon made it 32-14. Mandan got the next points as well to start the third quarter at the 8:08 mark. Sheldon to Ulmer. Made it 32-20. Point after was good to make it 32-21. We had a ball game again. But then it was Griffin Broderick. 1 yard out to make it 38-21. Point after was good for the Magi to make it 39-21. There's your game reset. presented by our friends at Ryan Family Dealerships. Ryan Family Dealerships locations in Western North Dakota. DriveRyan.com. Again, they bring you tonight's game resets as we watch these highlights back of this ball game. Bryce Gutnick joins me up in the booth now. Here, Bryce. Minot High was good tonight. Opportunistic at times. The big plays and some of the little things for Mandan really kind of shot themselves in the foot here tonight. They can clean some of those things up. The outcome may have been different here tonight in the Magic City.
Yeah, Mandan really, we thought the game was kind of getting out of hand there, 32-7. Ability to answer before the first half runs up. Scored to open the second half, had the onside kick. We were looking at a pretty close ball game there for a little while, Nick.
39-21, the final score. When we come back, we'll talk more about our MVP of the game. We'll have our move of the game as well. It's all coming up next on the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of Finrun Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak, or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Minot moves to 5-2 overall, 3-0 in the conference. Mandan drops to 4-3 overall, 2-1 in the WDA. Welcome back into our Planning Team Financial Shots Crossroads postgame show. Nick Holbert, Bryce Gutnick. Do you like the 99? Do you like the 109? What's your go-to at Shots Cross? Maybe a chicken strip basket with ranch and fries?
I'm a 109 guy, wheat toast, and I like to have some Cholula on top and some ketchup for the hash. Ketchup on it as well.
Wow, good pick. You can order that online at shotscrossroads.com. Planning Team Financial brings you the postgame tonight as well. Planning Team Financial can be found online, planningteam.com. Well, Bryce, a couple orders of business here in our postgame show. Let's take a look at those standings inside of the WDA. Minot and Bismarck get wins tonight. Minot moves to 3-0. Bismarck moves to 1-2. Get ready down the stretch. Next week is a giant week in high school football in the WDA. Minot at Legacy. We'll have that one for you on the PSP Network. Looking forward to bringing you that contest next week. That's a Thursday night affair. Centuries at Mandan. You want to talk about a big one as well? We'll have that one for you as well on the PSP Network. Both games at 6:30 next Thursday night right here on the PSP Network. Time for our move of the game, brought to you by our friends at Jobbers Moving and Storage and our friends at ServPro. ServPro 24/7 emergency service with trained technicians and advanced technologies at ServPro. Move of the game tonight, the highlight and the replay. We didn't get all of it because it was a long one. 60-yard pass off to Blake Anderson into the end zone for the touchdown. And at that point, Minot High going up 25-7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Really, in my mind, was kind of a bit of a dagger for Mandan and really quite a motivator for Minot High at that point in the ball game. And Anderson going from 60 yards out is my pick for tonight's move of the game.
Yeah, what a great play calling sequence there by Minot High. They didn't have to throw the ball too often, but that screen came at a opportune time for them. It was perfect. Anderson hits it to Anderson. He does the rest. Blockers out front. 60-yard touchdown. ServPro move of the game tonight.
Time for our MVP of the game, brought to you by Sport Clips, where you can get the MVP haircut experience. Stop into Sport Clips in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online as well. I've got the app. It's quick. It's convenient. Sport Clips, home to the MVP haircut experience at Sport Clips. And the MVP of tonight's game, well, could have been you, Bryce. However, I clicked the wrong button. That is funny. That's quite a blooper there from earlier in the broadcast. I'm sure you're the MVP from time to time. Here's the right one. Kellen Burke, 3 on the ground, 1 through the air tonight for the Minot High quarterback. He is tonight's MVP, brought to you by Sport Clips. Pretty easy choice tonight in selecting Kellen Burke.
Yeah, Burke was great. 3 touchdowns on the ground, 1 through the air on the screen pass to Anderson. They really made it a focal point to try and get him involved in the running game, get him going that way. He's been terrific. Kid's just a gamer, very humble, very appreciative of the MVP sports clip of tonight's game, Nick.
For good reason. Job well done. Final thoughts in tonight's matchup.
Just a big win for Minot High. It sets them up with an opportunity to take care of business. You got a big game for them next week, and for us when we travel down there versus Legacy, and then you finish with Century at home. They're in the driver's seat here now. They big deal. You try and secure some home field when it starts talking playoff time. Don't have to travel. Be huge for Minot High.
Mandan has Century next week. That's going to be a dogfight as well. Big takeaway for them tonight, or anything to build off of in your mind?
Yeah, I was impressed with the fight. I like Hudson getting the ball out to Schultz, getting Schultz involved. He's a special kid, special talent. They both are. Just too many turnovers. The ability. They weren't able to stop the run, and they got behind there early, but they fought and a valiant effort, and it's not the last time we're going to be mentioning Mandan when it comes to the WDA with a couple weeks left here, Nick.
Great to work with you again. It's been a couple weeks. Little shot of COVID, then a trip off from the matchup out in Williston that we didn't cover. Great to be reunited tonight, my friend. Looking forward to next Thursday in Bismarck. Job well done as always. Big thanks to all those sponsors. Frankly, without them, we wouldn't be here. Patronize those places that you see on the PSP Network. Tell them that you appreciate what they do, bringing high school athletics to the World Wide Web, wherever you may be watching tonight. Big thanks to all those sponsors. And as always, a big thank you, and the biggest, to all those military men and women that watch, wherever you may be tonight, all the veterans and active service men and women. God bless you all. Thank you for doing what you do. God bless America. For my partner, Bryce Skutnik, I'm Nick Holberg signing off from here at Dwayne Carlson Stadium. Final score for the final time. Minot High moves to 3-0 in the conference, 5-2 overall with a win over Mandan, 39-21. Have a great Friday night, whatever you do. Have a good night. and God bless.
Presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FinRun SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak, or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.